Hi everyone. Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello. Okay, great. You guys also can just unmute and say hi, hello. I mean, just to make this session a bit interactive. I'm waiting for a few more candidates to join, so we will start after 2 minutes. Thanks for joining. In the meantime, I'll just quickly share my screen. Just let me know once it's visible. Hello, hi everyone. A very good evening to all of you. Hope I'm audible. Hello, just guys, please confirm if I'm audible and if you
Yes.
can see my screen.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, great. Thanks for confirming. I'll quickly share my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Not yet. Yeah, now I can see.
Okay, great. Thanks for confirming. Okay, cool. So, before I begin, I'll just give a quick introduction about myself and what we are going to cover in this particular course, and what are the areas that you are going to learn in this overall course. Okay, so that is the main area that I'm going to cover. So, just giving you a high level overview about the agenda that I have planned for today as a part of this seminar. I'll quickly give a brief introduction about me, and then we will quickly go to the topic. I'll be starting with ISO 27000 series. What is the ISO 27000 series is about? Why we need to learn ISO 27001, 2013, and 2022. Roadmap to implement, and also the ways to audit the ISO frameworks, how the audit overview goes on. Details about ISO 27000 2013, 2022. What is the difference and how we are going to bridge the gap that is there between 2013 and 2022. I will also cover a comparative analysis of 2013 versus 2022 and what are the career pathways that being an ISO certified candidates you can offer. Okay, so before jumping off to the part about the training about me, I would just like to have a quick introduction. If you won't mind, you can just unmute yourself and just let me know where are you coming from, if you have any background of information security, and what are your objectives that you are expecting us to deliver to you. Yeah, maybe you can just quickly unmute and can just give a small introduction. Yes, anyone, guys, please don't hesitate. I mean, it's just a interactive session.
Yeah, my name is Sachin,
Hmm.
and I've been working into cybersecurity. So basically, I'm from SOC team. I'm a senior cyber defense incident responder. So I am actually looking for the my objective to join here is to learn about more about the audit part, so that I want to. I'm actually planning to have a change in my career. So this is my main objective, so that I can learn about it. And also, as like I said, I have 8 years of experience. So to move into the leadership role, you need to have this uh, knowledge.
Yeah,
The knowledge as well.
great. Okay, great, Sagar. Yeah, thanks for the intro. Yeah, sorry, Sachin. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah. Okay, next, who would like to go? Yeah, yes, guys. Anyone would like to unmute and speak? Okay, no worries. If no one, then I'll go. So, just to give a brief introduction about me, I'm CISA and CISM certified international cybersecurity professional. I'm having an experience of around 8 years in different aspects of cybersecurity and risk advisory. I started my career with TCS as a SOC analyst, and then I jumped up in various domains of cybersecurity, starting from the SIEM administration, then the risk analysis and compliance, ISO implementation, ISO and advisory. Currently, I'm working as a manager in cyber risk and compliance at one of the Asia's leading consulting firm in Singapore. I have been associated with this particular institute for around 4 years, and I have an experience of 4 years in corporate training specific to the domains like SOC analyst, CEH, Splunk, and ISO implementation and auditor. Recently, I have published my research paper in American Institute of Physics Conference and Proceedings on Next Generation Threat Hunting Framework. As you can see, my expertise lies in ISO implementation, ISO audit, external and internal both, SIM administration, SIM solution implementation, third party risk management, data center audits, internal process audits, SOC 2 Type 2 audit, vulnerability management, and implementing Cyber 360 frameworks. So, if I now jump off what ISO is about, what ISO is. Okay. So ISO is nothing but an international standard to manage the information security. Now, I think most of you have came across ISO 9000. Okay, when we go for any buying any particular products, you are opting for any your daily life products, you always go for this ISO certified. Most of the time we have heard this. So ISO 9000 was very popular from the terms of the quality management. Now, ISO 27001 or the ISO 27K series comes up with the list of controls for information security management. They comes up with the terminology called ISMS, which stands for Information Security Management System. Okay, ISMS, which is basically the heartbeat of ISO 27000 series. Okay, now ISO is basically the standard was published originally by International Organization for Standardization (ISO) and International Electrotechnical Commission (IEC) in 2005. Then the revised version come in 2013 and again recently in 2022. So obtaining the ISO certification as a company, not as an individual, I'm saying as a company, when a company is going for ISO implementation, what they have to do? First, they need to understand the scope that where they are going to implement the ISO. Let's say I'll give an example of Infosys. Infosys, or let's say I'll take a manufacturing client. Okay, let's say they take the example of Godrej. Godrej is a big company. Okay, it's in manufacturing sector. It has its households, it has its home decor, various aspects of business is there. Now, when they want to opt for ISO, they first need to understand that in which area they want to go for ISO 27001. Is it as a whole? Is it at some parts of the business, some parts of the application? How? So this comes up with the concept of scoping. You need to understand the scope. Whenever you are performing any audit, you are performing any implementation, you need to understand the scope. What you are going to, where you are going to implement. Then comes the concept of risk assessment. What if I don't go for ISO? Am I going to lose from the business, from the financial perspective? What's the loss? Reputation loss. If there is a cyber attack, let's say there is a cyber attack, there will be a downtime which may result in business losses, financial losses, reputational losses. Let's say if you are working for any company and you see that the website is going down again and again and again, will you work? No. Okay. So this is the risk assessment comes into the picture. I'll tell you in detail what is risk assessment and all later. Then the third step is gap analysis. Where are you and what are the areas that you need to implement? This is very important to understand. Let's say when you want to go for ISO, forget about ISO. Let's say when you want to go for any exam, okay, let's say we have our board exams or we have our competitive exams. First we need to understand, right, where are we, what is our syllabus. Then we need to do a gap assessment that okay, this much I know and this all I have to learn. Correct. This is the concept of the gap analysis, where you are and where you want to go. Then the next is the ISMS development, where you need to implement the controls, the mandatory requirements. Once you do that, you have to go for an assessment, which is called the internal audit. You will internally check by an independent body that whether all the controls, all the requirements are in place. Then finally, you will go for a certification. So these are the six main steps that you need to learn when you are going for an ISO audit or ISO implementation. So it details the requirements. So what ISO details? So ISO details the requirements for the establishing, implementing, maintaining and developing a information security management system, which I already told you. ISO comes up with this concept of ISMS, which is nothing but information security management system. The aim is to help the organization make sure that the information assets they hold more secure. Now I tell you guys, when you are ISO, when you learn that how you want to implement ISO, how you can do an internal audit, how you can do an external audit, there are lots of opportunities. Because if I talk about the Indian companies, most of the Indian companies, around 90% of the companies, be it in financial sector, be it in manufacturing sector, be it in pharmaceutical sector, be it in banking sector, all of them are opting for ISO. Because nowadays, especially for the FIs, that is a financial institution, the RBI guideline says that you have to do a SOC 2 Type 2 or the ISO series audit, ISO implementation. And if it's a payment industry, then you have to go for the PCI DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. That is different. So ISO, I mean, once you know ISO, the job market is open for you. You can go as an ISO implementer, you can go at a lead implementer, you can join as a team lead, because lots of projects are there. If you are going for the big four consulting firm, okay, there are lots of projects going on for this ISO. Okay, because I'm coming from a big four background. I was there in Deloitte, PwC, I've worked in KPMG, so three big fours I have worked on, and there are lots of projects for ISO. Okay, so if you are becoming an expert on ISO, the market is open for you. It's not that you are restricting yourself only in IT. You will be a field player in all the aspects of the domains. Okay, now why ISO? Why the companies will go for ISO? Let's say you are joining as a consultant, you are pitching for clients, you are bringing the clients to implement ISO. What you will say? Why you need ISO when you are facing the client? Now, ISO is an internationally recognized information security management system standard. Okay, it outlines the requirements for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an ISMS, which is information security management system, within the context of the organization. Okay, why I'm reading these words? Because these each and every words are very important. Okay, this requirement comes with establishing. What establish? You need to establish the scope. You need to establish the context. Then you need to implement. Implement what you will implement, the controls, which I'll show you later. Then you need to maintain. Once you implement, done, right? No, you need to maintain it, and then you need to continually improve it, because the market is not stagnant. Lots of cyber threats, lots of ransomware attacks, lots of vulnerabilities are emerging every day of the uh, year. So you need to continually improve. So the ISMS audited training course from the same intelligence offers a very comprehensive understanding of the concepts of ISMS. Candidates will be able to understand the role of an auditor, the role of an implementer, and will require the expertise to perform the effective audits as well as the implementation. So whether you are just stepping into the world of information security or a seasoned professional, you need the ISO to enhance your skills. And as I already told you, that nowadays ISO is like a bare minimum requirement that the organizations are opting for to have their cyber hygiene. Cyber hygiene means the basic fundamentals that you should have if you are trying to exist in the market. Just like, for example, being a customer, being an end user, whenever I'm going to buy any products, I see whether it's ISO certified, ISO 9000 certified. Similarly, when the companies are going to have the business, they see whether the company with whom they are going to engage in the business, they are ISO 2000 series certified or not. Because cyber security, information security is a very important aspect. Unless and until your information is protected, unless and until your data is protected, no one is going to come to have a business deal with you. Okay, any doubt, guys? I'll just open the platform. I'll take a pause over here. Any question, any queries? Yes, any query?
Yes, so what is the difference between ISO 9001 and this 27001?
Okay,
And we are,
okay, yeah, tell
yeah,
me.
we are looking into 27001 specifically or all the ISOs?
Okay, okay, good question. Okay, may I know your name, please, sir?
Yeah, Santosh.
Okay, Santosh. Okay, so Santosh, good question. So first of all, ISO 9000, you don't need to read through, because ISO 9000 is totally from the quality and operational management. Okay, ISO 27001 or ISO 27000 series deals with information security. There are multiple ISO standards. There is ISO 37001, there is ISO 22000, 23000, 26000. So it's not that you have to go through all the ISOs. That is not possible. No one is expecting. You will be hired as a security consultant, as a cyber consultant. So you will be focusing only on the ISO 27000 series, where I'll be helping you to learn how to implement, how to protect the cyber world, the cyberspace. Understood. 9000 is totally based on the quality management, product quality management, operational management. That is, there is nothing to deal with the cyber related thing. This course is totally focused from the cyber perspective, which is ISO 27001 series. Understood?
Yeah, so what I get, information technology, for information technology and whatever security related with information, so it's cover under only ISO 27 series.
27 series, correct, which is dealing with ISMS, Information Security Management System. Please remember this.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
27K series. I'll write it over here. ISO 27K series dealing with ISMS, Information Security Management System. Because each ISO has thousands of controls. I mean, it's not possible for a single human being to know all the ISOs. I'll give you a basic example. For example, there is ISO 31000. Okay, which deals with risk management. Here we have ISO 27005. Here also it's written as risk management. Now, what is the difference? 27005 deals with cyber related risk management. 27005 deals with cyber related risk management. Okay. 31000 deals with business and corporate related risk management. Okay, which is totally different. So you are not going to study 31,000 risk. Both are risk management, but 27,000 series cyber risk management, 31,000 business risk management. We have 950201, which is dealing with quality risk management. So it's like vast. Okay, I mean you cannot. You won't be able to memorize, you won't be able to be an expert in that. So your main focus is, your scope is information security, to be very specific. I'll use the word scope because that's a very important term which ISO uses. Scope, you should know the scope, you should know the objective. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I can see many questions in the chat box. Okay, will come one by one. Okay, Mohammed, can we have your number in order to contact with you in future? Yes, definitely. In the last slide, I have this our institute contact number, so you can just connect with him. I'll drop the our institute connection number. Give me 1 minute. I'll just quickly drop our management number because this management number is 24/7 available. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Mm. Yeah, I'm coming to the questions one by one. Mm. So this is the WhatsApp number. You can just be in touch with them. So once you enroll for this course, they will create a WhatsApp group. Okay, where all of you will be there. I'll be also there, and that group will be for the entire. I mean, your entire life. I mean, the WhatsApp group, it's not going to end. Like it's, if you are thinking like, okay, after the course ended, then how I'm going to get into touch with the sir. That will not happen. I mean, that group is always there. So you can be in touch with me at any point of time if you have any doubts, and I'll be also helping you out to build your resumes, because resume building is also very important. Because like I'll tell you my story. Like when I started applying outside India, it was very difficult for me. My CV was not getting shortlisted in spite of having a hell lot of experience. Okay, so there is an ATS score which should be minimum 80 plus if you are going to apply outside India, maybe in Singapore, Dubai, Middle East. Where is it? Okay, in Middle East specifically, it's very important. Okay, so okay. Anyways, I'll guide that later for you. I'll go to the next question. Okay, contact number done. Deepak, yes, Deepak. Okay, so if you are fresher, or let me tell this, like those who are in college and you are going to start your career in information security, I suggest that ISO is the best way to start. Okay, it's not that I'm pitching for my institute. Even if you are not opting for it, you can go for some other, but ISO it's one of the best thing to start. Okay, without ISO I mean, if you are ISO certified, you will get a better field, especially those who are in information security. Guys, you can add some knowledge. I think someone told that he wants to go into the management side. Yes, I think you can explain, sir. I mean, how important ISO is, in spite of me teaching again and again ISO. Yeah, who was there? I think Sachin or
Yeah,
yes.
so yeah, this is actually important because I have gone through a series of different domains in cybersecurity. I started off as an analyst, then I moved into AppSec, then
Hmm.
the incident responder, then
Correct.
now I am actually planning to move into the leadership role.
Hmm.
So basically, in this leadership role, you really need to have the basics or a good knowledge of the ISO, so that
Yes.
you'll it just does not teach you about how technical things work, but then
Hmm.
also
Correct.
teaches
Correct. It's
how a
better from
business
a
is
management
run.
perspective.
Yeah, how a
Yeah.
business is run. So I believe that's important. So yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So as I already told, that's why I asked someone to just pitch in, because instead of I being saying the same thing again and again, ISO is one of the best things, sir. Because see, when I started my career, there was no one to guide me. I explored the market, then I came to know all this ISO, SOC 2, CISA, CISSP. Okay. So as a beginner, in order to start your career in cybersecurity, in order to grow in cybersecurity, or even if you are looking for some managerial position, ISO is a must thing. Okay, as at least in present market. I don't know what will happen after 5 years or 10 years, but in this present market of 2024, it's the bare minimum requirement you should have. And if you are mentioning ISO in your CV, trust me, you are going to get at least 10 calls in a month, because that's the demand of ISO it's having in India. Okay, next, going to the part. Okay, because okay, one more thing, when you are learning ISO, guys, you will be learning the entire aspect of cybersecurity, because I'll be starting from the scratch level. On the first day, I'll not jump up to the ISO. I'll first start with what is encryption, what is cryptography, what is the CIS triad, because these are the basic fundamentals. When you will go in the interview, you should be confident enough. Any question from the cyber, you will be the person you can answer, because that's what will set you apart from other candidates. Okay, and I'll totally prepare you from the interview perspective, keeping in mind that what kind of questions can be asked, and if you're showing ISO in your resume, what kind of queries and what kind of case studies you can face when you are appearing for any consultant or lead roles in any of the big fours or any manufacturing clients. Okay, then the next one, NIST have controls, ISO have clauses. What's the difference? Okay, good question. So NIST is basically focusing on different aspects. Okay. And regarding the ISO, okay, NIST and ISO, first of all, both are the frameworks. Okay. But when you are going for the certification, right, you can't say I'm NIST certified. Okay. The certification will be given by the ISO. So regarding the difference, I should say that there are lots of controls which are there in the ISO, and there are many controls which are not there in NIST. So NIST can be considered as a guideline, and ISO can be considered as a framework which you are going to implement and you are going to get certified. Okay, I'll give you a basic example. For example, you are studying for board exam and competitive exam. Okay, board exam is must. That's ISO. And your competitive exams are like NIST. You can take the controls from there. You can refer the NIST controls if you are not clear with some specific controls in ISO. But it's not a standard that you are going to implement. Okay, it's a guideline. Okay, next one. Which framework have clauses and controls? Can you specify? Yes. So, okay, Mohammed, in this ISO, there are, okay, in ISO 2013, okay, I'll come to this question later. Okay, I have slides on this. I'll come to this question. I am working as an auditor of different company frameworks, audit with NIST, ISO, SOC, Type 1, Type 2, GDPR, staff with laws and controls, rules framework. Okay, I'll tell you. So these are very basic doubt because I have also done ISO audit, SOC 2 audit, Type 2 audit, SOC 2 Type 2 audit. I haven't done Type 1 audit. So first of all, let me tell you, SOC 1 Type 1, I don't know exactly what you are doing. SOC 1 Type 1 is more um, inclined into the financial controls. I think you are talking about SOC 2, right? Or SOC 1? Mohammed Farzam. Farzam, hello. Yeah, pardon me, sir, if I'm pronouncing your name wrongly. You have worked on SOC 2, right? Or SOC 1? SOC 2, correct. Yes. So tell me, let me tell you one thing. SOC 1 is for the financial controls. The CA, they do the SOC 1 audit. SOC 2 is on the information security controls. Now, I don't know why you got confused about type 2, type 1, type 3. Okay, just since you asked, I'll tell you this is off the context. SOC 2, there are three types. SOC 2 dealing with information security, three types. Type 1, type 2, type 3. Okay, so Mohammed, like in which SOC area you have audited? I mean, in type 1, type 2, type 3, I mean, all the areas, or like you can just unmute, sir. Hello. Hello.
He replied one and two.
Okay, okay. You are in which company? Siemens or what? I think. Sorry, I got confused. Who? I think someone is asking what it's Siemens company. Siemens company. Sorry, Mohit, I didn't get your question. What you are asking? Seem others? What is it seems company or others company? What you are asking? Can you tell me? Okay, remote auditor. I Mohit, I didn't get your question. Okay, coming to Farzam's question, he asked about SOC 2 type 2 and type 2 type 3. So SOC 2 type 1, basically when you are doing a type 1 audit, it's a in point audit. In point audit means at a particular point of time, what is your scenario? Where are you? We generally don't publish type 1 audit, type 1 report over the public. It's just to know where are we. Type 2 audit is a specified period of time. Correct me if I'm wrong, for example. It's for minimum 6 months. When you are doing a type 2 audit, the evidence that you collect is for minimum 6 months. And there is a control period for which you are going to do the audit. Correct? Yes. Type 3 audit is the report which you are going to share publicly. Type 2 you will not share publicly. Type 2 report you will only share with your vendors, with the third parties. Okay. And type 1 report is the internal report. It's for the senior management of the company within itself to know where are you. Okay. Regarding the SOC, okay, you can connect me separately, sir. Then I'll tell you in detail what is SOC. Since like it's an ISO session, I am not shifting to SOC. SOC security controls are based on five fundamental principles: confidentiality, integrity processing, availability, security, and privacy. So that is different. I mean, you find some controls similar, but that is totally different. SOC 2 Type 2. ISO is different. Okay. Okay. I'll go to the next slide. So here I'll just quickly tell you what you are going to get from this training. So it's a live online training. Okay. You will be getting post training support as well. You will be getting a lifetime trainer, which is me, who will be supporting you throughout any kind of interviews if you are going for. You'll be getting certificate after completing the training along with the CPE credits. We have group training as well as one-on-one training options available. Now, the certification process. So you need to have the standard rate. You have the management buy-in to get the proper financial support. You need to conduct the risk assessment. You need to write a SOA, that is statement of applicability, mandate the document, undergo the stage one audit, stage two audit, and then the final compliance. Now, what is ISO 27001 2013? I'm starting with 2013 first, then I'll move to 2022. So I think Fazam, okay, Farzam, since sorry if I'm pronouncing the name incorrectly, can you tell me your experience? What experience you had in ISO implementation? Hmm. Yeah, any experience which you would like to share about the mandatory requirement and this annexure controls? So, which you have implemented, sir, 2013 or 2022, or you are only doing auditing? You can unmute, sir. Hello, Farzam. Yes, please. Farzam, hello. Farzam, are you there? Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, no worries. I'll quickly cover. So in ISO 27001 2013, total there are 10 clauses which are mandatory clauses. And the clause starts from 4 to 10, which are mandatory. Clause 1, 2, 3 basically talks about the introduction, the data reference, the terminologies. Clause 4 to 10, which are basically the six clauses, these are the mandatory clauses. And it is termed as a PDA cycle, plan, do, check, and act. Clause 4, Clause 5, Clause 6, Clause 7 is coming under the planning stage. What are these clauses? I'll teach everything in detail. Don't worry. I'll give you an overview now. Clause 4 starts with context of the organization. You need to know who are the business owners, what is your business, what is the scope, okay, who are your stakeholders, internal and external. Clause 5 talks about the leadership. Okay, how is the leadership committee looks like? Who are your board of directors? What are the areas of business you are having? Clause 6 talks about the planning phase. Here you need to understand the risk of the business. What kind of vulnerabilities are there? What is their probability of occurrence? From there, you will design the risk statement. Then clause number 7 talks about the support phase. Okay, so in the support, you need to understand that how you are going to support the main business function. You need to have a communication procedure. You need to have a security awareness training to make everyone aware of. If some of you are working, you may have come across a phishing awareness campaigns. Most of the organization are doing it. Okay. Then the clause 8 talks about the operational clause where you will talk about the implementation phase, what you are going to implement. Okay. Now the clause 9 basically talks about the process that how you're going to examine. Okay. So 4, context of the organization. 5, leadership. 6, planning. 7, support. 8, operation. 9, internal analysis. 10, continual improvement. So these are the main areas which you have to implement. I'll teach you all those in detail. Don't worry about that. Then there are 14 domains as per the 2013, and these 14 domains consist of 114 controls, which I'm going to cover in this course. These domains talks about information security policies, organization of information security, human resource security, asset management, access control, cryptography, environmental security, operational security, communication security, software development lifecycle security, which is SDLC, supply relationship, which is your vendor management security, then the incident management, BCM, business continuity management, and compliance. All these will be covered in detail, and there are multiple controls in each of the domains, which constitute 114 controls in total. Now in 2022, because of the artificial intelligence, because of the data security, because of multiple data masking and DLP, the data leakage preventions, they come up with some new controls and they discarded some old controls and merged up with some existing controls. Mandatory requirement remains the same. Annexure domains it changed into 93 controls from 114 controls. There were 14 domains, but now there are only 4 domains, which consist of PPTO, which is also termed as OPPT, just to memorize. It stands for organizational control, people control, physical control, and technological controls. People control consists of 8 controls, which focuses on the human resource security. Physical controls talks about the physical and environmental security. Technology controls took all these controls, this asset management, access control, cryptography, operational security, communication security, software development lifecycle security, incident management, business continuity management, all this comes under the technology controls. Organizational controls are more focused from protecting the internal assets of the organization. Okay, I'll give you the mapping as well, that how the controls of 2013 are mapped to 2022. Because in some organization they may have 2013, you need to implement 2022, which the task is quite easy because you know most of the controls are already there. Only few controls you have to implement. Now, what are these new controls which 2022 comes up with? These are, as you can see over here, threat intelligence, okay, where there is a SIEM implementation. I also teach for Splunk. If you find this interesting, you can come up for the Splunk training as well, because in most of the organization there is a huge demand in Splunk. Because the threat intelligence clause is there in the ISO, they have to have a SIEM tool, security incident and event management tool, and most of the organization are opting for Splunk. So if you are learning ISO plus Splunk, it will be a gold opportunity for you to enter the market. Okay. Then yeah. Yes, you want to say something? Mm. Yes, for example, okay, so for example, I'll tell you generally, if some non-Indian is there in the batch, I can't use Hindi, but if everyone is comfortable, I can give example in Hindi as well. So that is possible. I mean, it's not an issue. No, Deepak, there is no educational requirement is required for this course because I'll be starting from the scratch level. So I'll tell you very frankly that on the first and second day, I don't jump off to SIE. So I'll clear the basic fundamentals because what I have seen, I have conducted multiple interviews. The candidates are not clear with their basic. Some of them don't even know what is the difference between cyber security and information security. What is cryptography? What is encryption? Okay, so I will first clear your fundamentals, then I'll jump off to these controls. No, Farzan, okay, I'll tell you, Splunk is necessary because if you are using this kind of open tools, right, you can't secure the data. Who will give the guarantee that there is no data leakage? You will be dealing with confidential information. So you will be dealing with end user data. Let's say you are dealing with any telecom client, Airtel, Vodafone, Geo. What about the data? They are collecting personal data, right? They are collecting your name, your Aadhaar card. What happened if those data got leaked? Who will give you the guarantee? Understood? Okay. Then yes, okay, cool. So then the third is the second is the cloud security. Now, okay, most of the organization they are having their business in the cloud. They are not having in-house data center. So the ISO comes up with some cloud security, information security requirement for the cloud services. Then the ICT readiness for business continuity, physical security monitoring. This is also very important because the CCTVs and how they are going to monitor it. Configuration management. Let's say you are working remotely during the COVID. There are so much of cyber attacks because of this remote working because the configuration was not properly done. Information deletion, data masking, data leakage prevention, okay, monitoring activities, web filtering, secure coding, all these are the areas that you are going to learn as a new set of controls for 2022. Okay, so this is a very high level overview of the ISO now, as a career path, you will be starting as an information security analyst, then you'll become a consultant, then manager, then CISO, then the head of the security. That's how the path goes. Okay. So let me tell you guys, I mean, once you are ISO, you have the knowledge of ISO. Okay. Let's say you are not even going for the certification, you are not going for anything. Once you read the ISO standards, the controls, once I explain it to you guys, this is very important. Your entire knowledge of cybersecurity will be very clear because there are so many domains, so many controls. Each and every controls I'm going to explain. At least if you can memorize 10 controls out of that, you can clear any interview. That much guarantee I'm giving you. Okay. No other institute, guys. If you go for other institutions, it's not that I'm teaching for SIEM intelligence. They, what I have seen, you are opting for the Coursera or Udemy courses. The detailed explanation is not there. They will just say, okay, you have to, the cryptography is there. Okay, I'll go to this slide. The, let's say they will tell you the cryptography is there. They will ask, explain the cryptographic controls. But you don't even know what is cryptography, then how you are going to answer? Because this what I have seen in the candidates when I go for the interview, I have seen the candidates don't even know what is encryption, but they are ISO certified. So that's the knowledge, that's kind of support SIEM intelligence is providing you, because we are here for the candidates, we are here for you. If you are not achieving success, then we are not successful. Okay. And SIEM intelligence will all work as a family. Everyone is very supportive and everyone is always there to support, because you are our assets. For you, we are here, we are here to support you. Okay. So that's what I am telling you. Even if I, why I opened this domain, because I have seen like people that are ISO certified. Let's say for the incident management, the basic question, what is an incident management playbook, they couldn't answer because these are not discussed in the online courses. Okay. Okay. Any question, any queries, guys? Hello. Yes, guys. Yeah. Any query you have, just please let me know. Okay, so these are some snapshots of the trainees' feedback. So I just posted the last batch snapshot. Last batch I took for Splunk. So these are the snapshots of our trainees from the last batch. Uh, you can be in touch with us via the phone and email if you have any queries. Please just drop a message. Our management team will be in touch with you. The course is going to begin soon. So if you are planning to enroll, please just complete the enrollment, because I don't want you miss any classes because of the enrollment and the issues. So regarding the class, the session will start from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. It's a Monday to Friday. So the timing is 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. IST, Monday to Friday. And apart from that, if you need any support of the timing, then just let me know. If you have any queries, we will resolve your queries within 24 hours. Okay. And here we are providing you a lifetime support, and you will be a part of the SIM Intelligence family. At any point of time, if you need any reference and all, we are there to support you. I'll not promise that I can provide job to you, because that will be a very fake and very invalid promise, but I'll support you to design your CVs and what can make you better from other candidates. That support we are going to provide you. Yeah. So job support. Okay. Course of job support. It's not free of cost. I mean, it's there are some go as you like packages, so you can be in touch with our management team. Then I can guide you accordingly. But that will be not free of cost. I mean, on job support. But yes, if you want to help my I want to get my assistance or help regarding for interviews and all, then that's free of cost. So I'm always there for that. But on job support we don't provide free of cost, because it needs lots of resource requirement and commitments. So yeah, but there are some go as you like packages, so you can connect. Okay, so getting the certificate, you can be in touch with the management, so they will tell you. Once you complete the course, you will get a certificate from the institute as well. So just be in touch with them. I'll post the number again. You can just drop them a message, they will guide you. Yes. Yeah. Any other query regarding the course? Timing, I'll post. Timing is Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Cyber security expert and ISO expert. Okay, good question. So, Deepak, cyber security expert is a part of the ISO. So, when you are saying that ISO expert, you need to say that ISO cyber expert. Okay, so ISO is a very broad domain, and cyber comes just under a part under ISO. So, if you consider ISO as a main domain, cyber security is subdomain in it, because cyber security is just a subset of the ISO standards. So actually, there is no difference. It's just a subset. The training is a 30 hours, 5 days for 1 hour per session. Yes, yes, sir. So in this course, I'll be explaining all the controls, the mandatory requirements, how to become an auditor, what are the areas that you are going to focus for audit, what is the audit checklist, what is the audit scope. Okay, these terminologies are very important. And one more thing, like if you are working for any company already and if you are not in cybersecurity domain, after this particular course, you can show your experience in cybersecurity. That much guarantee I can give you, because the way the course is designed, you will be in a position to say that, okay, I have at least 1 year of experience in cybersecurity. You can say that you didn't implement ISO solely, but you are a part of the ISO implementation team, because in most of the companies they want experienced people, at least 1 year or 2 years experience. So you can show in that way that, okay, you are a part of the ISO implementation in your current company, even if you don't have any experience in your current company. I mean, because that kind of assistance we provide, because most of the companies are coming up with a requirement that, okay, we are ready to hire, but we need at least 1 year of experience. So that you can show after this training, if you are already having some experience. Deepak, for fees, just connect with the management team, because I am not from the management team. They will tell you the details of the fees. For any technical guidance, I'm here to guide you. Yes, yes, yeah. You want to ask something? Okay, guys, so that's all from my side. Thanks a lot to all of you for your
Hello,
time and joining the
hello,
session.
Shankha.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
go
I've
ahead.
been there. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the course is ready to go for the certification?
Yes, yes, yes.
ISO.
Yeah. Okay, study material. I think someone is asking for the study material. Yes, you will get the sufficient study materials, the PDFs, the PPTs. So I have all the PPTs. Total, you will be getting around 300 plus slides. Okay, and I'll be also providing you the interview booklet. Okay, okay. I can show you a few demos like what I have for you. Um, okay. I'll quickly share my screen. I'll show you the folders. Wait. Okay, so for ISO, I have all these PPTs designed for you. Okay, which is regarding the controls, 2003, 2002, which is in detail regarding the mandatory controls as well as your and extra controls. I'll be also providing you the booklets like the information security, okay, the cryptography regarding the firewalls, what kind of IDS IPS implementation is there. I'll be also providing you the principles of cyber security. Along with that, few booklets on the interview perspective. For example, wait, I'll just quickly open those folders. Okay, this infosec notes I'll be also sharing with you here. All the domains use cases are covered, which is very important from the interview perspective. Okay, here you will give a detailed knowledge apart from that ISO, that what kind of questions you can get from the interview, the TLAs, the encryption, all in detail it has been explained. Okay, apart from that there are a few other study materials as well, okay, which will help you to clear the interviews. I'll be sharing that as well. Yeah. Yes, so around 20 plus case studies will be shared across the course when we will be covering the controls and the mandatory requirements for ISO. Yes, it's valid, Ravi. Regarding the international validity, same intelligence certificate is valid everywhere. You can be in touch with our management team. He will give you all the details regarding this. I just shared the message. You can just drop a text message to them. They will give you all the details regarding the validity, the CP credits that you are going to get, how it's going to help you in your current and in future organization. All the details will help you. And any doubt, any assistance in you need for the interview purpose, I'm there to help you for that. Yeah. Any other question? If you have anything specific to ask, you can ask. Because this is the right time for you. I mean, the platform is open for you all. This is the right time you can ask the questions.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, currently I'm working already in organization as in asset management
Mhm.
to face the audits and all, and planning to move into the cybersecurity domain. Which course is better for me? It's like ISO or SOC, like SIEM tool and S.
I should suggest you go for ISO and Splunk both, to be an honest suggestion, because that will make your field more open. I mean,
Okay.
you will not be restricted to any particular thing because see, if you want to go grow your career as a manager, because I feel you want to be a manager 3 to 4 years down the line, right? So for
Yeah.
that,
Sure.
well, ISO it's very important. And apart from that, if you have Splunk, it will be an add-on because these two, it's like ruling the industry now. If you have seen, I don't know, I mean, how many audits you have performed. Previously, they used to have IBM QRadar as a SIEM tool, but now the market has been taken by Splunk and Sentinel. Maybe after 10 years, some other tool will come. Then you have to again learn. But ISO will remains the same because ISO standard it's there since 2005.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So ISO it's
And
like
which one is better, Splunk or Curata?
see.
Actually,
So I'll not say which one will better because it's like it's like a very judgmental statement. Both has its pros and cons. Both has its pros and cons. IBM Curator has some pros. Splunk has certain pros. Sentinel has certain pros. Logic has certain pros. So yeah, I mean, all comes with some pros and cons. But I mean, 80% of the clients they are taking up Splunk now. That I can say. Even though IBM QRadar was there, they are migrating to Splunk because Splunk offers CLI. You can write queries in Splunk. Splunk uses the Splunk processing language. IBM QRadar is just a GUI, graphical user interface. You no need to write any queries, and that's the roadblock. You cannot modify, you cannot customize the thing. When let's say client is coming up with a requirement, okay, you need to customize it. IBM QRadar cannot do that. Yeah, I hope I can answer your query.
okay, thank you for the clarification. Got it.
Yes. Any other doubts?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, but I believe there is AQL with IBM QRadar.
IBM Curator. Okay, IBM Curator. You can't write queries like Splunk. I mean,
Then what do we do with AQL? It's a query language for QRadar, I
yes,
believe.
but let's say, okay, I'll tell you that is there. But with the curator, let's say you want to get some data insights, that won't be feasible. I mean, this what I have heard from the clients. I haven't worked on curator much. I mean, I've just supported one or two clients, but most of the clients that I have supported for Splunk. So why they are opting for Splunk? Because it provides a I mean, a platform to customize the queries, to create the dashboards, to create lookups, to create pivots, to create what else? Data insights, which I don't think it's there in the curator. I mean, lookups and all you can't create. I mean, maybe I'm not
No,
aware of, but yeah.
yeah, no. Although it will be a deviation from the current topic, but since I have more or less I have used both technologies.
Hmm.
For sure, Splunk has like efficiency is great, the speed is great on the result. But IBM QRadar also has some capabilities, but people choose to go with other tools, although they prefer Splunk. Splunk is very costly,
Mm,
uh,
true. That's true. Yeah,
and
cost is
and
very high.
and IBM is also having some kind of event per second threshold, which is also for big enterprises, it's a kind of blocking point.
True.
So that's why maybe.
Mm, yeah, true, true. Okay. Anything else? Any other doubt you have?
Okay, actually, I have a doubt. So, after this course completion, shall I mention in my resume as a 27001 ISO certified?
Yes, 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 yes. You can. You can mention that. You can do that. I'll just quickly check if I have the study materials handy, then I can show you directly. Give me a minute. I'm just checking if I have it. Oh, yes. Any other queries you have? Okay, I'll quickly share my screen and show this. Hmm. So you'll be getting access to this study material as well, which is regarding the. Yeah, is my screen visible? Yes, no. Hmm. So there are. This is a book, the IT interview question exposed here. All the topics related interview questions are there. Data classification, ethics and information security, firewalls, device types, IP security reviews, IDS IPAs, wireless securities. Okay, all this, the tools that you can use. Okay, all these queries are there. Okay, this will help you. There is this folders for information security questions. SOC questions as well as their question answer PDF is also there if you want to go for the Splunk question interviews. Okay, everything has been there along with the answers. So if you want, I can share that with you accordingly. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. Thanks a lot for attending. If you have any other questions, you can just let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arvind. Thank you, everyone. Kaustav, you have any queries or we are good to wrap up? Ravi.
No, that not from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kaustav.
Yeah, welcome.
See you soon. Bye bye. Ravi, you have any queries?
Yeah. Is there any plans for weekend batch?
Weekend batch, sir. Actually, the problem is that I am in Singapore, okay, and there is a time difference, and it's a bit difficult to manage. So what I do, sir, all the sessions are recorded. Okay, so once the session is complete for today, the recording will be available. So maybe you can just go through the recording because here there is no coding and all there. So you can refer to the
Sorry,
slides.
your voice is getting break actually.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so recordings are not, I mean, recordings are available. So, in case if you are not being able to attend the session, you can refer the recordings. Okay, I'm dropping my number as well. So, recording is available. For the recordings. Okay, hello.
Yeah, I think there is some issue in the internet. I'm not sure whether it is from my end or your end.
Okay, you can be in touch with my WhatsApp number. I dropped my WhatsApp number as well.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.